Alright, so finally we are going to be talking about the last game that happened in match week number 4, and I do apologize, it's a little bit late of me doing this review of the last game of match week number 4, but as the old saying goes, it's better than late than never to talk about Sporting KC versus Austin FC. And for Austin FC, they had this one. I mean, they really had this one. This looked like they were on verge of getting their third straight row win after them getting off to a great start, getting an early goal, and had a couple of chances to potentially get the second goal. But then in the second half, the red card happened, and the red card were one of the big element of their downfall in this game, and add to the fact that they also did suffer some heartbreak late in this game, with Sporting KC scoring two very late goal to come back in this one. Now, in the first half, it was actually Sporting KC, the one that had the first real opportunity. Polito, of course, went through on goal, and he tried to go to, or he actually gone around the goalkeeper and tried to slot it home from a tight angle, but unfortunately he hits the side netting. That would be one that I think Polito would love to have it back, because usually when he rounds the keeper like that, even from a tight angle, you should still expect him to basically put it into the empty net. But instead, it's Austin FC, as I mentioned. They got the early goal in this one. It's John Gallagher scoring his first goal for Austin FC from Jared Stroud. What a ball this was to Jared Stroud, and also what a great composure that Gallagher was able to show to pretty much bring a great ball that Stroud basically delivered, and then puts it into the back end net to give Austin FC a 1-0 in this game. Though they almost immediately concede 1 minute in, as 8 minutes into this game, Shari tried to quickly respond, but unfortunately blasted high. But then Pushkan in the 17th minute had to deny Dominguez, and I thought Austin was once again off to a great start to the first half. But as soon as I wrote that, Stubert actually robbed Busio there in the 18th minute, and then Busio probably should have scored the equalizer in the 22nd minute, as he had a free header in the box, but unfortunately missed wide. And you can start to see that Sporting KC was started to try to press for the equalizer, and Austin FC, after that good start that they had in the first 20 minutes, they were kind of a little bit reeling right now. Struver then make another big save in the 31st minute, robbing Daniel Shari as he went through and goal. I mean, Daniel Shari was very unlucky in this game. I think he also hit the post in this game too. But another player that hit the post in this game is Thomas Pochettino, as in the 33rd minute, his long range effort hit the post. And although I know that one, if that went in, it probably won't be winning goal of the week, because everybody know that Rubio Rubin bicycle kick is probably going to win the goal of the week. That would have been an incredible goal that Thomas Pochettino would score, and probably an impressive first goal that he scored for Austin FC, but unfortunately he was denied by the post. I thought chances was coming in both ends. Pochettino had another long range effort, but this time goes wide, as we head to halftime with Austin taking the 1-0 lead against Sporting KC. So we go to the second half, and in the second half, Pushkin denied Stroud from short range before Dominguez had a chance to drive one from close range, but unfortunately he puts it wide. And again, Austin FC, just like in the first half, they started the second half brightly, but the biggest question I have with them is that, can they find that killer second goal? And unfortunately, over this weekend, whenever I ask question right around this time about whether or not if a team can hold on or maybe get that killer second goal, usually the team would able to do that, but unfortunately this was not the case for Austin FC. And that really, I kind of wrote that because I was thinking like, well, yes, Austin FC had this 1-0 lead, but they're facing against an SKC team on the road, where SKC attack is not like Minnesota attack, at least for this season. I mean, this attack for Sporting KC, it's much stronger than Minnesota compared to last week, and I just don't see how Austin FC is going to just hold on to this 1-0 lead to get their third row win in a row. And a little bit later, after I wrote that question, Shari tried to drive one, but unfortunately it actually missed wide. Although there was a shout for a penalty for Sporting KC, as it looks like Busio thought that he was dragged back by Alex Rain in the box. Now, if that was called a foul, I think that would have been actually outside the box, because it looks like Rain did drag back Busio outside the box instead of inside the box. But either way, I guess maybe that was not a foul, because they were given advantage to Showery, who basically went through on goal, but unfortunately he drives it wide. And then in the 67th minute, this is when the big changing moment of this game happened, when Alex Ring gets his second yellow card of this game and gets sent off, and Austin FC is down to 10 men. And again, Sporting KC, even before that red card, they started to kind of press to get that goal. And after that red card, you can clearly see they were throwing the kitchen sink. And for Austin FC, I was really started to getting very concerned. The fact that they're probably not going to hold on to this one. But Stuber tried his best to keep this 1-0 lead as he denied Showery, who unfortunately actually hit the post as Stuber basically denied him and actually pushed it onto the post in the 73rd minute. Then Fontes in the 77th minute should have scored the equalizer. Like, how in the world did he miss a free header from 3 yards out? And I don't care if he's a defender. When you have a free header from 3 yards out, you simply got to put that one away. I mean, just to put it high over the bar is definitely not good enough. And that was a moment that Sporting KC clearly should have got the equalizer. And then just 1 minute later, Lindsay blasted high as Austin FC, as mentioned, they were holding on for dear life while Sporting KC was throwing the kitchen sink. And this was also kind of another moment where I was also going to write a question. SKC is pushing for this equalizer, but they have missed some of the most easiest chances in this game that is given to them. And I was about to write, well, is this going to be another moment where this is just not SKC day and they're probably not going to get this equalizer? Well, thankfully that was not the case, because in the 83rd minute, Elia would score from Johnny Russell. This one comes from the corner, a lovely delivery from corner from Johnny Russell. And actually I forgot the L there. It's not Russell, it's Russell, Russell. In fact, actually I can fix it right now. There you go. That's now looks like a V. Yeah, there we go. So Johnny Russell, of course, was delivered a beautiful ball into the box from the corner, and Elia was able to meet to that one. And the game, of course, was tied at 1 apiece. And then 7 minutes later, the heartbreak started to happen the heartbreak, of course, happened for Austin FC, as Gadi Kinda would score from Shelton and Showery to give SKC a 2-1 lead. Austin FC almost scored on the other end, almost tied it, but Pushkin was able to deny Lima on the near post before, in the 7 minutes of stoppage time, Gadi Kinda looked to score his second goal and tried to seal it for Sporting KC, but unfortunately it was denied by Stuber. But in the end, Sporting KC with a come-from-behind victory in this one to win it 2-1 against Austin FC. And the shots in this one, a lot of shots in this game. 25 shots compared to 11 that Austin FC had. 8 shots on goal compared to 6 that Austin FC had. 5 shots off target compared to 11 that Sporting KC had. 6 shots that was ball compared to none that Austin FC had. And possession-wise, 56% possession compared to 44% possession that Austin FC had in this game. But overall, what an entertaining game this was. If you were watching this as a neutral, and it's unfortunate that I actually didn't watch this one on live, but instead kind of watched it on the replay. But even watching on the replay, it was very enjoyable to see both of these teams, of course, trying to go for goal and trying to score with some of the chances that they had. But ultimately, Sporting KC is able to come out with all 3 points. And for Austin FC, again, this is something that they're going to have to look back and maybe something that they'll probably feel like this is a game that kind of got away from them, and that they clearly should have got a win in this. But at the same time, I feel like this is just kind of part of the growing pains where this is going to happen for Austin FC. Like, every expansion team is eventually going to have to suffer one of these games where it looks like they had the 3 points all sealed up, and then things happen in the second half, and next thing you know, the opposition scored 2 quick goals, and now they find themselves on the losing end in this one. But yeah, when I look at this Austin team, and even if you ignore this kind of heartbreak that they suffer, this team looks very good right now. And if they can figure out their finishing, which is something that it's been a problem in the last couple of games, this team can really be a dangerous team, and this team can definitely look like a team that could actually make it to the playoffs this season. But yeah, there we have it. That is pretty much it for this review between Sporting KC versus Austin FC. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this game? And yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you guys next time.